how many people, and I know there are some, how many people out there actually like Drake Maye a little bit better than Caleb?
Ooh.
I think there's definitely some. I would guess, and this right now, I would guess it's 20%. The hard part, like terrific arm, really good athlete. Now, I think from a optics standpoint, he's playing in the ACC. Nobody really watches. That's the Power 5 conference. It seems like, yeah, maybe we'll watch Florida State and Clemson, but we're not going to watch, those other
UNC Syracuse and that horrible call on the blocked punt and,
I know
yard
you're
and a half shy of the marker.
Yeah. There's a lot of broadcasters who are watching that game secretly.
Do you know what play I'm talking about?
No.
No. Okay. Now the gripe part of the broadcast with me and Chris Brockman. Opening drive, at least first quarter, scoreless game. SU defense gets off the field, blocks a punt, punter picks it up, kids running, trying to get to the sticks, and he got blown up like, was it Brian Moorman in the Pro Bowl by Sean Taylor? It was a Sean Taylor Pro Bowl kind of hit. A yard to a yard and a half shy of the marker. The officials, however, gave him the first down. The entire broadcast, that's not a first down. This is easily overturned. Officiating expert comes in, easily overturned. They didn't stop it. So Dino challenges. And then after like a 10-minute review, they didn't overturn it. I know it sounds like I'm just bitter and angry and blowing it out of proportion. Was it that obvious to you, too? It was a yard and a half shot.
Like it, yeah. I mean,
but it proves your point. Nobody watches the ACC anyway. Back to what you were saying.
Anyway,
well, I think he is very talented. We did a story in the offseason about Caleb. He obviously couldn't come out last year, but if he would have, he would have been the first quarterback taken. I have no doubt of that. What's interesting is a lot of people in the NFL already know more about Caleb than they do most quarterbacks come out, because he went through this QB collective process where we know, like a lot of those, whether it's Sean McVay or Kevin O'Connell, a bunch of these guys helped work the camp when he was in high school. So they have a lot of familiarity. They know he's very talented, right? And so I think they look at him, and he's been on their radar for a long time. He does stuff that's different in terms of like he'll extend plays forever, right? And I don't know how much he'll be able to get away with that in the NFL, because the level of athletes are just way better, obviously, than they are that USC's facing. But there'll be little stuff that I could see. I would predict at some point there will be some nitpicky stuff that makes it into the long draft cycle where somebody will be like, yeah, we don't like that Caleb, because this came up to already, like, one of the people I talked to who's in the NFL was like, yeah, I'm sure somebody will make a big deal, say, oh, we don't like that he painted something on his fingernails, that kind of thing. And at the end of the day,
Pac-12 championship came last year.
Yeah, against Utah. At the end of the day, the people who are drafting, they're not going to care. But I think it will kind of go into the orbit. Like, it wouldn't also surprise me if J.J. McCarthy gets talked about, maybe not as the first pick, but also in the Drake Maye range, because I had a conversation with somebody in the NFL who works for a team who's like, we actually like J.J. McCarthy, or I do, more than they do on Drake Maye. Now, I think that's the minority of people. I think it's going to probably be Caleb, then some who will prefer Drake Maye, and then that'll be it. But this should be a loaded quarterback class, whether Quinn Ewers comes out, whether whoever, you still have these other guys in the Pac-12, but it will be such a deep crop. And in the back of your head, somebody's not going to make it.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.